Welcome back, everybody. We're here to do readings for July the 3rd. I am going to be pulling one card for each sign after I pull overall energy, and we will blend those energies to see what the day looks like. For those of you who know your sun sign, you can get a nice little bit of information from a reading like this. For those of you who know your ascendant and your houses, you can actually get a much more full picture of the incident that we're looking at today. So let's see here. Overall energy is the Nine of Wands. Now, for me, this is making preparations for something, getting prepared for something, trying to, I don't know if I want to say exactly wrap things up, but this would be like getting packed to go on a trip, getting ready to make a presentation at work, getting ready for maybe a big personal conversation that needs to happen, just getting ready for something. All right. So, making preparations or getting ready. Let's look at a card for each sign and see how this plays out for everybody. Aries, this is very pleasant. We see you getting ready to spend some time with people that you enjoy their company. Yay! Spending time with friends or colleagues, an enjoyable, pleasant time. That's what you're getting ready for today. Is that actually happening today? I don't know. Maybe you're getting ready to make a trip with these people. Maybe you're packing. Maybe the special time with people you get along with well is coming up. For some of you, maybe you're getting ready today and the event is happening today. All right, let's look at Taurus. Five of Wands, you guys are getting ready for some type of competition or competitive action that can be purely athletic. It could also have to do with your career life. It could also be sibling rivalry, although usually that would be that card in reverse. Uh, but some type of competitive action. You're preparing for it, you're getting ready for it. All right, next up, let's look at Gemini. Gemini. Geminis. Hermit card. Geminis, you are preparing for some alone time to give yourself a chance to understand you better. Maybe you're getting ready to go on a retreat. Maybe you are just literally preparing to have some alone time where nobody is interrupting you and distracting you. Moving on to Cancer. Boop-a-da-doo-doo-doo. Cancers, you guys are definitely preparing for some type of communication. For some of you, this could be preparing for some type of publication, whether it's a book or marketing materials, but preparing some type of publication for the world. For others of you, this is preparing for a conversation, preparing for a negotiation, preparing for some type of communication. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Leo, Leo. What do we have for Leo? Okay, Leos. King of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Leos, I think that you're anticipating a time when finances are not rolling in steady, 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 and you're getting ready for that time right now. So you may be stashing some things away for the future, preparing. Maybe you have seasonal work. And so maybe you're preparing, maybe this is your busy season and maybe you're preparing for what is not your busy season by dashing some things back. Very wise. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Virgo. Six of Swords showing up in reverse. Virgo, you are preparing for some type of lifestyle change. Now, this is when I see a lifestyle change like this is anything that makes that improves the quality of your lifestyle right now. and or um, improves hopefully the length of your life. So this can be eating better. This can be reducing stress. This can be a lot of things. I've had this card come up for somebody who is going to a 12-step program to get away from addictions. You know, that there's a lifestyle change that's at play with the intention that this is going to improve your life and potentially lengthen your life as well. Hopefully, hopefully, right? All right, so that was for Leos. No, that was for Virgos. Leo was the King of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, we've already done. Boy, I'm just like a sign behind. Let me reset my brain here a minute. This next one is for Libra. Libra. What do you want to talk to Libra about? Okay, here we go, guys. Libras. Wow. Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. So we've had a King and a Queen of Pentacles in reverse for today. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is a little different than that King of Pentacles, though. Um, so what we're preparing for here, Libras, is the idea that somebody has um, been receiving something from you, whether it's time, energy, effort, money. Money is a definite possibility here. And you've been happy to support them with that because you've been expecting that your support is going to help them get a leg up and help them to move forward. Here's the deal. I think you're realizing today that this isn't really helping them move forward. In fact, it's making them more dependent on you. So you are preparing to cut off that generosity. You may be sitting them down and having a talk. You may be mentally just preparing for the backlash that may come when you do that. But one way or another, you are preparing for that conversation. Sorry about that. I forgot to silence my phone. Let's be quiet now. Thank you. All right, next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. World card showing up in reverse. Scorpio. For me, the world card talks about this idea of something not exactly being ideal. And I think with our overall energy, we're preparing to move forward with something that isn't exactly ideal. I totally get this. I see exactly how this is playing out in my life. Um, so I'm just going to give you that as an example so you know like what kind of energy we're talking about here if you don't already recognize. Um, but I have been trying to get classes, online classes off the ground for a while. And I was doing some, but we had a lot of technical difficulties, so I decided to switch platforms. And now that I've switched platforms, I'm still having technical difficulties. They're just in a different area. And so now I'm going to be um, doing something that is a little bit less than the ideal that I was hoping to accomplish, but where I know I can get the job done. So, yes, it is less than ideal, but it will get the job done. And that's kind of the important thing at this point. After months of pulling my hair out, I'm just done with trying to make it perfect. And so that's how it's coming out for me is I'm preparing to do something that I know is less than ideal, but at this point, just the idea that it works and is functional easily, at least semi-easily, is important. So you guys may be going through something like that too, where you're preparing to settle for something that's less than ideal, at least for the moment, until you can get something that works well. All right, next up, we're going to look at Sagittarius. By the way, Scorpio, I do feel like that's a stepping stone issue. It's going to be something that we do temporarily until we get something better in place. Sagittarius. Page of Swords showing up here. Sagittarius, I think you're preparing for some news. You're expecting some news. And I think that you're preparing for it one way or another. Getting ready. And I think you're getting ready for whatever this news might be. Like if it goes the way you want it, you're getting ready for that. If it doesn't go the way you want it, you're kind of mentally preparing yourself for that. Getting ready to hear whatever this is. This could be, maybe you had some tests run, some medical tests run, and maybe you're preparing yourself to hear back about those, or maybe someone you care about did. Could be something like that. Doesn't have to be that exact thing, but that's one example of what I'm talking about here. Let's see. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. Capricorn. Emperor showing up here. Capricorn, you are preparing yourself to take charge. You're preparing yourself to, you may be getting some kind of promotion at work. Um, you may be getting married, so you may be getting prepared to get married. My emperor is generally my married man when we're looking at relationship type stuff. Not always, but usually. But definitely, this talks about the idea of taking charge, of getting into some type of leadership position. So, could be a promotion, could be that you're starting your own company, and then guess what? You're in charge. There may not be anybody under you, but you're in charge of you. Or you may be starting a bigger company than that, taking over a department. Uh, but there is some kind of leadership role or some version of taking control of things that you are preparing for. You could be preparing to take control of your own budget if you feel like that hasn't really been under control for a while. So you could be preparing to take control of really anything in your personal life or around the house, but preparing to take control of something, getting ready to do that because I feel like whatever this is you're preparing to take control over, I think you would like to do that well. So you're definitely putting in that preparation and that due diligence. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Aquarius. Hanged Man showing up in reverse. I love this card. It almost looks like this guy's dancing a jig, especially in one of my other decks. He really looks like he's dancing a jig, but he looks pretty happy. He looks pretty happy when he's in reverse, and he should be, because the Hanged Man, when it comes up in reverse, talks about this idea that you've spent some time thinking things over, maybe even meditating about them, looking for a solution to a situation where you felt kind of paralyzed before, and you've been looking for different perspectives, different ways of seeing things so that you can find the solution. When the Hanged Man is in reverse, you're done with that. You have put in that time, you have found the solution, you know how you want to move forward. So, here, what's going on is you're preparing to move forward. You have found the solution. You're just not jumping right down off of that tree or whatever it is right away. Well, yeah, I think you're done with looking at things from a different perspective, but you're not staying in that meditative, pondering mode now. Now you know what direction you want to go forward, and we see you making preparations for going forward in this new direction with your new perspective. Boop-ba-da-doo, putting things in place. Okay, next up, we are looking at Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. See what you have. Five of Pentacles, Pisces. Boop ba da doo doo. What's going on here? Hmm. Pisces, I feel like you're getting prepared to be away from the people that you are most comfortable with or that you feel most at home with. This is interesting how it comes up. This is um this is not an energy of, oh, I'm getting prepared to take vacation and be away from all my normal people. This isn't like that kind of energy. This is more of I'm getting prepared to say I'm getting prepared to go away to college for my first year, and I'll be away from all my normal people, and I'm making preparations for, you know, what am I going to do to help keep the homesickness at bay? Am I taking along little mementos that are going to make the new residents feel like home, whether that's a dorm room or a rented apartment or whatever. But there is this idea of getting ready, making preparations for um, being away from the people that you feel most comfortable with. So you could be moving away from your normal home situation where you have your roots right now and creating a place where you're putting down new roots. But we know when we go to put down new roots somewhere, it can be a little, until we get some of those roots actually in action and growing, it can be a little bit lonely. That can be a little bit challenging. This is what this feels like for me. There's even a little bit of, I just keep hearing the word refugee. So I don't know. I mean, these videos are watched all over the English speaking world. So I don't know where this is gonna, be a prominent thing, if it would be a prominent thing, but the idea that I keep hearing that over and over, I think there's more than one person that's a Pisces that may be preparing for this idea that, if I have to bug out of here, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? That type of thing. But definitely making preparations to be away from the people that you are normally around and that you are most comfortable with right now. Hmm, that's very interesting. I would love to hear some feedback from Pisces on this part of the video, or those with strong Pisces placements. You don't have to be a Pisces sun to have that, interact with you. So, boop-ba-da-doo. I think that's what I've got for everybody here today. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending some of your precious time with me. I do sincerely appreciate it. Y'all, please remember you guys are my sponsors, so put a thumbs up on this video, share it out to the world where appropriate, and of course, put your feedback down below. Let me know how I'm doing, especially you, Pisces. And of course, I am doing readings and Reiki sessions today. To schedule one of those, all you have to do is check out my website. All my contact information is there. Reach out and get a hold of me, and we'll get you scheduled quickly, quickly. I'm not a big person for waiting lists. You won't ever see me offer like emergency readings at special prices because I try to do my readings as quickly as possible anyway. Let's see. What else do you need to know? Everybody have a fantastic day. Peace out.